Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed participants, fellow researchers, and students, a very good morning to you all. We are delighted to welcome you to the MAHSA International Conference on Advanced and in Life Sciences in Engineering, CALSE 2023. Our conference is a hybrid conference exploring the theme New Technological Trends and Modern Approaches for Sustainability through Life Sciences and Engineering. I'm excited to share that our MICALS 2023 conference is broadcasting live through MAHSA's official Facebook and YouTube channels, allowing participants to remotely join us through our online platform. My name is Narmada Ravinder, and I will be your MC for this event. Before we commence our event, I would kindly like to request all of you to stand for the Malaysian National Anthem and the MAHSA song.
Kehidupan menggapai cita, mengutarakan impian. Kita sang juara, meneraju cemerlang. Berlaluan gemilang, aspirasi negara dijulang. Sampaikan keyakinan seluruh warga, kita mengangkat jaringan antara bangsa. Bismillahnya operasional berjaya, kitalah hingga di pentas dunia. University MAHSA, lapang berjaya. University MAHSA, satu kemuliaan. Bersih masa menuju kemaksyuran. Bersih masa bersih pilihan. Beraya saing, berinovasi, berdedikasi, berintegriti, melahirkan insan berkualiti, bisa jadikan satu realiti.
Please be seated. Next, I would like to call upon Mr. Muhammad Badrul Adham to lead a prayer.
Al-Fatihah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين اللهم إنك لغفور عظيم إنك سميع عليم إنك غفور رحيم إنك الرب العرش العظيم إنك بر الجواد الكريم يا الله يا عليم يا حكيم. In conjunction with MAHSA International Conference this morning, we pray to you, Ya Allah, that this conference receive blessing, tawfiq, hidayah and inayah from you, from the beginning to the end. Ya Allah, please bring us out of darkness of doubt and favor us with the light of comprehension and open to us the door of your mercy and unfold for us the treasure of knowledge by your mercy. Ya Allah, make our tongue full of remembrance and our heart be all of you. Ya Allah, Ya Fattah, Ya Halim, let our heart be filled with light and understanding and knowledge, and we ask for you for beneficial knowledge and good deeds and strong memory and a perfect understanding and sound intellect by your mercy, the most merciful of the merciful one. Allahumma aftah alayna hikmataka wa anshur alayna min khaza'ini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Allahumma inna nas'aluka salamatan fid din wa afiyatan fi jasadin wa ziyadatan fi ilmin wa barakatan fi rizqin. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Badrul. To kick things off, we extend a warm welcome to our esteemed speakers and presenters for today, who has traveled from India to share their knowledge and expertise with us. Today, we are thrilled to provide a comprehensive platform for academicians, researchers, and professionals involved in the field of engineering and life sciences to share not only their latest practices, but also foster collaborations and establish valuable networking opportunities. Without further ado, it's my honor to invite Professor Dr. Rosna binti Muhammad Zain, the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Research, Innovation and Enterprise, to deliver her opening speech.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dr. Anthony Samrat, Director, Research, Innovation and Enterprise. Ms. Masita, Advisor for the conference. Dr. Noor Fawiza, Organizer of the conference. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished keynote speakers, esteemed presenters, students, and audience. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. I am delighted to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you to the MAHSA International Conference on Advances in Life Science and Engineering, CALSE 2023. It is an honor and a privilege to start this gathering of brilliant minds and innovators as we come together to deliberate on the theme New Technological Trends and modern approaches for sustainability through life sciences and engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's fast-paced world, the symbiosis of life sciences and engineering is about to go through big changes. As we're here today, we are witness to a period of remarkable advancements and new discoveries. Our world is moving towards a future where the latest technologies and new approaches are very important for sustainable growth and development. For the young, aspiring minds in our midst today, you are the leaders of this exciting future. Your journey through the halls of education and research will be really important in guiding our world to a good and balanced future. Embrace the crossroads of life sciences and engineering because it holds endless opportunities and the ability to make a world where balance, new ideas, and kindness come together. As we embark on this enriching conference, let us pledge to foster collaboration, share knowledge, and cultivate relationships that will drive the evolution of fields. So I would like to wish you all to have a good time and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Dr. Rosna, for your inspiring words and setting tone of the remarkable conference. Next, please welcome Ms. Mashita binti Mat, Director of Center of Pre-University Studies, to deliver her welcoming speech.
Good morning, Prof. Rosna, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Dr. Anthony Samra, Chair, RIE, Dr. Bani Salvan, the keynote speaker for today. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Distinguished guests, scholars, educators, and delegates from around the world, it is my great pleasure to stand before you today to welcome you to the MAHSA International CALSE 2023 conference organized by the Center for Pre-University Studies and Center for Education Language. This gathering marks a significant moment in the world of education as we come together to explore, learn, and share knowledge that transcends borders and enrich lives. This conference has always been a platform for nurturing academic excellence, fostering intercultural connection, and advancing educational innovation. This year is no exception. As we embark on this journey over the next hours, we are privileged to have the opportunity to engage with a diverse range of topics, spanning from the latest advancement in the life sciences to the innovative strategies in engineering. This conference is not merely as an assembly of brilliant minds, it is also a fusion of ideas, perspective, and dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, as we delve into this presentation, discussions, workshops, and interaction, I encourage you to seize this opportunity to learn, network, and collaborate. It is your collective wisdom and passion that will drive this event and contribute to our shared mission of making education more accessible, engaging, and impactful. I would like to extend my helpful appreciation to all the speakers, presenters, attendees who have taken their time to be here. Your expertise and dedication are the building blocks of this conference, and I would like to express our gratitude to the organizing committees and volunteers who have worked tirelessly to make this event possible. Let us use this moment to learn, to question, to explore, and to inspire. Together, we will leave a lasting moment or lasting mark on the future of life sciences and engineering. May this conference be a memorable, enlightening, and transformative experience for all. Thank you, and let the learning begin.
Thank you, Ms. Masita, for the wonderful and energetic welcoming speech. With great pleasure, we would like to begin our conference with the insights of an eminent scholar. Our first keynote speaker, Dr. Anthony V. Samrat, hails from MAHSA University. He is the Director of Research, Innovation, and Postgraduate Studies at MAHSA University. I would like to call upon Dr. Nur Fauzia to introduce our keynote speaker.
Thank you, Ms. Namada. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to start off this conference by introducing the first keynote speaker for today. That is our very own distinguished academicians and researcher here at MAHSA University, Dr. Anthony V. Samrat. Dr. Anthony V. Samrat holds a master's degree in science in microbiology and master in philosophy, microbial technology, and also PhD in microbiology. He is currently serving as the Deputy Dean and Director of Research, Innovations, and Enterprise at MAHSA University. With over 70 years of experience, Dr. Anthony is reputably known for his patience in education and in the field of research with a wide array of areas in the domain of nanobiotechnology, nanocarriers, nanosorbent, multi-drug resistance, targeted drug delivery, microbiology, phytochemistry, and molecular biology. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Anthony's contributions to academia are evident through his prolific publication records. He has authored an impressive 185 publications along with 4 books and 20 book chapters. Additionally, he has made 20 nucleotide submissions showcasing his significant impact on the scientific community. Dr. Anthony's achievements have been recognized and celebrated to various prestigious awards. He was honored with Agastya Award from IABMS, and his dedication and hard work were further recognized with the Young Scientist Award from Wits University. Dr. Anthony's exemplary research efforts were also acknowledged by MAHSA University. Recently, he was awarded with the Best Researcher Award and the highest Publisher Award. Today, Dr. Anthony delivered his keynote address entitled Nanosorbent, the Solution to Industrial Influence Pollutions. His expertise in this area promised to enlighten us on crucial advancements and sustainable solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Anthony V. Samrat.
Good morning, everyone. I'm really having the pleasure to stand here, and I thank the organizing committee for choosing this wonderful topic. And I thank Madam Shita to having me here to deliver the keynote address. Before I start, I must speak about this team. This team is a very energetic team and a very young team. They really made this program a great and grand success, which is being evidenced by a number of abstracts received. I directly go to my topic, that is nanosorbents, the solution to industry and other effluent pollutions. But you change? It's not working. I say change, just change. Okay, change. Next slide. So Ben Franklin has said that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And where John F. Kennedy has said, if you could produce fresh water from salt water or wastewater, I added this wastewater, at a low cost, that would indeed be a great service to humanity and would dwarf any other scientific accomplishment. So this is really wonderful. You know, water pollution is really becoming a major problem. And now the biggest business on world is packed water, because we are relying on that, but we are not relying on the water what is coming through tap. And you do say that after drinking that water, I'm getting throat infection, or I am getting some diseases. Very unfortunate to say that most death is happening because of waterborne disease, next to hunger. Having that, I thought of working on this nanosorbents. I was working on targeted drug delivery. I was working with some metal nanoparticles. These metal nanoparticles were really doing very good drug delivery. One day I was just seeing that it was also removing some waste contaminant from water. I studied that, then I started using that, and I wanted to use, and really I thought it will be making some impact in society. When we speak about this mechanism, how this nanotechnology can involve is the way the nanosorption, nanofiltration, and nanophotocatalysis. Before we go to what is this, everyone, you must know what is nanos. If I ask you a question, are you using any nanotechnology with you now? Then everyone would say that we don't know. But you are touching it now. That is your mobile. The mobile is having nano electromechanical system. When I speak about this mobile and the water contamination, it is having relationship with both of them. Did you know that? The thing is, actually, after you are using this mobile, what you will do? You will upgrade your phone into something, right? So next year it will be 16 Pro. Then after that it is going to be 17 Pro. Then it is going to be Infinity Pro. But the problem is what is happening to the iPhone 1? What has happened to that? We cannot use the entire product, or we cannot recycle the entire. Just we throw it, right? And you must be aware that are made up of heavy metals. And when we are disposing that, when rain is coming, it is going to be washed off, and it is going to reach river, then ocean, then fish, then to your plate. So this is the thing. So for sure, what we are starting, it is going to reach your plate back. And microplastics, all you might have heard of these microplastics. Per month, we are eating 1 credit card size plastic through microplastic. Because we are using plastic, we are throwing it. This plastic is becoming microplastic, and it is reaching your plant, and we are taking the plant, and through that plant, we are taking plastics into the body. So these are all the things. So this nano is very, very, very small, and it is going to be having a different reaction. Say that, gold, right? What is the color of gold? You say yellow or glittering something. But when the size is 10 nanometer, the color of gold is red. When the size is 15 nanometer, the color of gold is going to be green. So when the size is going to be there is going to be change of their property. Having that, we can use this nanotechnology here for removing this pollutant. Just I'm coming directly to the application. That is nanosorption, the nanofiltration, and then nanophotocatalysis. But what is nanosorbents? Nanosorbents, which are going to interact with contaminants, and they are going to remove that. In very simple term, I can say in a short or easy term, think that you are dipping your finger into paint, right? So what will happen to your finger? Your finger is going to get painted, correct? If I wash, will it go or not? Will go. For sure it will go. Right. So the interaction is actually we call adsorption. When you are just touching and taking, it is we call adsorption. Or sometimes if I put a sponge into a paint, what will happen? It absorbs, then absorption. So nanosorption, nanoadsorption, mostly it is going to be, it may be adsorption or absorption. So say in simple term, it may be just going to remove, I say that contaminants as adsorbed, it is just going to interact as your finger is going to interact with paint. Or else it is going to attach because of it is having some special thing which is attaching them. Or else it is going to attach layer by layer. Say you are putting your finger in paint, again and again you are doing means it is going to be coating more and more. That is what we call. Or else it is going to be ionic interaction. That is, if your finger is positively charged, it is going to take negatively charged one. Or else it is going to take inside. So everything what I have said here, we say that property, as well as we say some isotherm is going to work here. Then nanofilters. The filter, which is of a very thin size, or which is having a pore size of nano, which can be used to remove herbicides, pesticides, and it is going to be used for desalination also. Are you using this at home? Morning you used it actually. If you have drank water, that is it. Because reverse osmosis is this actually. And the filtration is being happened this way now. So these are nano filtration system. We have nano membranes now. We have nano composite membranes, because these are all going to remove heavy metals, and they are going to remove them by means of some specific activity or something. Say that actually, if you are going to reside near any of agriculture field, then you may be requiring herbicide removing filters. If you are going to live near to any chrome tanning, then you must have a filter which removes heavy metal. So like that we have that. Then nano photocatalysis. It is a very good nano particle. What they do is, when you increase the light intensity, it will be absorbing. Say that if you hit that nanoparticle with light, it will be absorbing more. Right? So it is going to initiate some reaction. It is either going to oxidize or reduce, and it is going to remove the contaminant out of that. So these are the three ways they do that. So then there will be a question. So are we using this? Yes, we are using. This nano rust is being used to remove arsenic, where Rice University, United States, is made them to be in market. It is there. Then desalination membrane, University of California, Los Angeles has done, and it is being used in Dubai now. The nanofiltration membrane by Sachin Industry, Korea. Say that your any filter comes from Korea, it is having it. The nanomesh water stick, which is created by Celdon Laboratories, which is in market. Then world filter, which is by KX Industry, which is being used, right? It is made up of ceramic and everything. Then pesticide filter, which is developed by Indian Institute of Technology, India, and it is being used by Eureka Forbes. See that this removes the pesticides very specifically. So see that these nanosorbents are really having more and more thing. It is doing good for us. So we started work on that. So we just produce some nanoparticles. So everyone we speak about nanoparticle means they say silver. Where if you ask, they say silver. It is easy to produce. Then spions. Spions, it is actually super paramagnetic ion oxide nanoparticles. Actually, this obeys to magnet. That is the specialty of this. Then we have to characterize them. Whenever you are going to produce any nanoparticle, it has to be characterized, and you have to ensure it is nano-sized. And we use for removing heavy metals and dyes. And then we checked what kind of absorption it is having. I already told you whether it is one layered or multi-layered. Then we just wanted to check whether it is really working or not. Okay, so this silver nanoparticle, it is very simple. You know this how to produce a silver nanoparticle. Very simple. You just take silver nitrate, add anything, then next day you can see silver nanoparticle. So we made it by using some gums. In trees, you can see some gums. One is Moringa oleifera in normally we say. Then A is neem. The leaf is called a fire tree. We took from them and we produced this silver nanoparticle. And we found out that the very first UV says that whether the nanoparticle has formed or not. FTIR says it's whether the functional group present or not. We have to confirm it whether it is produced or not. This is very essential when you are going to work with nano technology. We have to see the size of that. We found out the size of these nanoparticles are less than 25 nanometer using this SEM, that is scanning electron microscope. EDX says that what are the elements present. Then XRD, this is very, very essential. XRD says whether your nanoparticles are unique sized or not. What is this XRD really speaks about? Say that. Do you know diamond? Do you know diamond? Do you know graphite? What are they? They are made up of what? Both are carbon. Both are carbon. Actually, they are pure carbon. Both are carbon. But diamond is having more value than graphite because diamond is a kind of a crystalline shape, whereas graphite is not. Right? So when we speak about this nano, it should be in crystalline condition. If it is crystalline, then it is useful, or else it is not useful. Amorphic we never use. Amorphic means graphite. Right? So I am saying an example for that. Not all are carbon, right? So if it is, we are getting a peak like that, then it says that it is unique and crystalline. We confirmed it. Whether it is having antioxidant activity, we found it is having, but I really do not want to see that. I want to use this, whether it is removing heavy metals and dyes as well as antibiotics. You know, these antibiotics, now it is causing a more problem now. After, at home, what we do, when you are not going to use any of the antibiotics, you throw it to river or any water bodies. What will happen? These antibodies are going to be faced by the microorganism present in river, and they show drug resistance. When you are drinking that water, you get infection. When you take the tablet to kill it, it will not work. So we call it as multi-drug resistance, which is being coming. So we wanted to remove this antibiotic out of water very first, because it should not enter the environment. So we checked whether it is removing or not. Our nanoparticle is removing, not very much, I must say that. So we checked with different thing. So we found out that what is the adsorption. If the number is above 0.6, it is good, or else it is the R square value we say. If it is less than that, we say that it is not much good, but it is following some isotherm, that is whether it is absorbing or adsorbing. So what it is doing. So we found out something here. Then what I did, I started working with this pion, because I already told you it obeys to magnet. These pions remove heavy metals and dyes very effectively, but I want to improve its characteristic. So I took latex. All you know papaya, right? Papaya tree. When you prick it, it will be giving out some white color substance. We call it as latex. I just took that and I coated that over my nanoparticle, and I just wanted to do whether it is removing heavy metals properly or not. So this is the second one. The above one is the same image of spion coated with latex. Still it is nano size, and it is crystalline size is being maintained after being coated with latex also. See, I already told you spions, they obey to magnet. That means it must be having some magnetic property. So we have to confirm after coating with latex, whether it is having that magnetic property. It was having it. Then we started using for removal, and it is removing more than the normal spion. So we wanted to do something more. See that nano, whether it is nano, we cannot see. I want to see them, but I want them to be used. What can I do? Very simple. I took a macro system, a beaker system. I coated them over the beaker system. Now I can see them removing or not. And it is very easy for me to remove that beaker system from the water. So I just used alginate beads. Alginate beads we use, we normally eat actually. In most of the hotels, we are a gel-like structure. If you are eating, that is alginate. Right? Just I coated over that, and it is removing. So what we do is how much it is removing, what pH it is removing, and how much contact time we have to give. Everything we optimized, and it was removing very nicely. So I do not want to waste your time speaking on that. So now I said that it is removing. So I'm going to take a water which is having chromium. I'm going to put this alginate, and I'm going to interact with them, and I remove this. And if I give it to anyone, are you very sure that it removed the chromium? The question is being rising there. It came to me. I got a confusion whether it is really removed or else whether it changed the color of that. Because say that I'm putting chromium, the solution color is going to be yellow. When I'm putting this nanoparticle, the solution is going to be changing to colorless. So I have a question whether this chromium changed its color or else it is removed. So I wanted to use this, and I want to check whether the chromium is removed or not. So I did a very simple experiment. So I made spions, then I coated with alginate, then I can see. So I did all the characterization. Okay, I already told you what to be done. Then what I did, I just coated with the alginate, and then I checked whether it is obeying to magnet or not. The last image is actually playable. Can you please try to play? You see, no, the last image, the down. So you can see the spion is coated with alginate. Now it is obeying to magnet. So after the action of removal, I can remove this. Just applying a magnetic field, I can remove this alginate. Thank you. No, I am not doing a remove, changing it. Fine. Then I checked whether it is removing chromium or not. It is doing. So I found it is removing very good. So I found out that it is removing that chromium in 1 hour time at pH of 5, and I just used it. So what I did, I took water, I just added this pion alone in 1, then I added this alginate plus pions, then I just checked whether it is removing or not. Now a question really came to my mind. When I'm adding this nanoparticle and I'm removing the dye or chromium, I'm going to put fish there. See, nanoparticle is there, chromium is there, and also I'm going to put fish. If chromium is removed, fish should leave, correct? I got a doubt. If I put there, nanoparticle is there, it may be toxic to the fish, is it not? So I wanted to know whether I should remove the nanoparticle out of the system or not. I wanted to know. So what I did, I made this everything. I just, in one system, I put chromium, I added that adsorbent, I put it, and then I allow the fish to grow. In another system, I just removed everything after the treatment, then I put the fish there. So if my system is really working, the fish should not die, and there should not be any toxic impact on it. So I just did a simple experiment. Very fortunate to say that we did this during COVID time. Everything we did at home, because nanoparticle we synthesized and we were waiting. Then that time COVID issue came, so then we did it at home. So we took zebra fish and did that. So when we were allowing that fish to grow in chromium containing water, it was causing blindness to the fish. So it was impairing the lens, and it was having impact over the gills and everything. When we are adding the pions alone, it was having more impact over the liver. When we were adding this chromium as well as pion in same, and we put the fish there, entirely got blind within 2 days actually, and the fish started dying after 10th day. Then we tried with the other one, that is chromium metal, which is with pion, which has got removed, and another one is with alginate coated one, which has got removed. So now what has happened? We found out that after the treatment, and if I remove this nano material out of that, and if I allow the fish to grow, that was very safe, and the fish were looking very healthy, as like the control. So we found out that. So we checked for 10th day, and we did this. That means, see that nanosorbent is good, but before that it has to be removed. Why we did this work? The work is actually, now in our filtration system, we started saying one thing, that is we are having this silver nanoparticle in our filter. We check after the treatment, we check whether everything is removed, but we never check whether silver nanoparticle is there or not. Whether something is removed, we check, but whether the silver nanoparticle is being added to that or not. If you take the silver nanoparticle, it may be causing some impairment. So we need some standard to be checking that also. And say that whenever we are treating, ensure that the nanoparticle also removed after the treatment, right? That is what we really wanted to emphasize. So we just did some publications on that. In this is Nature, like this. So we did all this work in these kind of papers. Okay. Any queries? I hope I maintained the time. 30 minutes only I was given, right? So 25 minutes I think I'm done. Yeah. Any questions? Any queries? Wake up, yeah, come on. Morning, yeah. Any questions? Hopefully no questions. Okay. Yeah, one.
In the long run, how is it going to benefit out?
Yeah, community actually say that every time we speak about wastewater treatment. So if we are going to put, I said the spion, it can be removed just applying magnetic film. So we can effectively remove. The problem is actually now the methodology what we are having now, they remove up to 5 ppm. Any heavy metal, if it is 5 ppm, it is there, it can be removed with the conventional method what we are having. So when it is reaching 50 ppm, do we have any system to remove? Because the RO system never removes that. So what we would say is the pre-treatment is required before it is sent to RO. In RO, everything will be removed, but the load has to be reduced. So the pre-treatment is highly recommended here. RO is effective. Now it is effective, but it is effective till 5 ppm. When it is 50 ppm, we need some pre-treatment. So we suggest that have nanoparticle before that. and ensure the nanoparticle is removed after the treatment. Yeah, that is it.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
So we remove the nanoparticle. So we remove the nanosorbent, that is nanoparticle, after the treatment.
Yeah.
So what will happen to that nanosorbent? That is a pollutant plus nanoparticle. Will it be discarded directly? So again, it will be a pollution to the environment.
But I'm not discarding, I recycle.
But
Can
what
recycle.
will be the, for example, if your nanoparticle can be reused as a sorbent, but what will happen to the chromium or any pollutant?
It's a good question, actually. Okay, so the thing is, after using the nanosorbent, I'm going to take and I remove the chromium out of that by there is a way of washing them. After washing it, it is going to have chromium. The thing is, actually, now whenever we are working in lab, you discard some chemicals, right? In bottle, what happens to that? It will be going for landfilling. I do suggest that it has to be discarded in a proper way. When it is coming to chromium, chromium cannot be discarded to environment, as well as you cannot incinerate them because it withstands up to 1800 degrees Celsius. So there is no way to remove this contaminant, but we can concentrate them and we can go for landfilling. How we do for your radioisotopes? Because radioisotopes cannot be recycled and cannot be discarded, but it can be dumped. I would suggest that. And even we do not have any policies for removing this nanoparticle inside lab. Till now, we are not discarding it properly. We are throwing it in the sink. So everyone speaks about the microplastics. Nano toxicity is coming into the body now. No one really knows. So any more questions? I hope no more questions. So let us stick to the time. Thank you so much. Thanks for everyone for patient listening. So these are the reference I use. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Anthony, for the wonderful insights and shedding us light on the critical role of nanosorbents in addressing the industrial effluent pollution. Next, I would like to call upon our esteemed guest to actually stand to have a photo taken for our photo session. I think at the bottom will do.
I want to take from there.
All right.
Picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a short break. To all invited speakers and presenters, please enjoy some refreshments at the Spine Area Level 2 Empathy Building. We have actually provided you with a coupon in your conference kit, so please use them. And our event will actually resume back at 10:30 a.m. Those who are involved in our parallel session, please do refer to your QR code that is in the program book for your respective sessions. And you would actually need Microsoft Teams apps, so please do download them. Thank you.